title teams before. People overlooking you guys a little bit, considering what you accomplished last year?
I have no clue what anybody's doing. Me personally, I'm just focused on what we have in our locker room, the things that we want to accomplish, and I think our mindset is that it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks as long as we are together, and you know, that's pretty much all that matters.
What do you like about what's in the locker room headed into this year?
The thing that I think, well, the thing that I like about our locker room is that, you know, we're very deep at every position, I think. You know, we all compete every day. We all, you know, took the loss to Golden State really hard. And the fact that we want to get better and do better as a team, I think is going to help us out a lot.
There are no guarantees, so what happened last year doesn't mean you guys are getting better this year. But how important was what transpired last year, particularly in the postseason with the injuries, in terms of building moving forward for this season?
I think that we learned that if we trust each other through anything, through everything, that we still give ourselves a chance. Everybody in this locker room works hard, extremely hard, you know, to become better at what they do to help our team win. And you know, whether you win or lose, that's really all you can ask for as a team that's going to go out every night and work hard and leave it all on the court.
Because you have the unique experience of having won a championship before, do you see things with this particular roster that gives you the sort of hope to realize that you guys can get it done this season?
I mean, you can say those things, but again, you never know what's going to happen. Again, like I said, the only thing that we have to focus on is if we're going to get better every day. And that starts from tomorrow when we start practice. We have to continue to grow. Every player has to contribute, and you know, that's all we can ask for.
Trevor, what did you do this offseason? Like for your game personally, what did you work on? What was your goal?
What did I work on? I worked on pretty much everything that I can work on. I worked on handling the ball a little bit better, court shooting. I understand that with the team that we have, or the way the league is going, a lot of teams are playing smaller. So I have to, you know, be able to know multiple positions offensively and not just on the defensive end. I got to be able to do things at the forward position that I wasn't able to do last year. So those are some of the things that I worked on.
How big was the mini camp in LA for you guys, chemistry-wise and all that?
I think the biggest benefit we got from that was just being around each other. You know, a lot of the time in the summertime, you don't really see your teammates that much, especially because everybody's from different places. So you don't get time to see each other in the summertime. So I think the biggest benefit we got was just being around each other, you know, enjoying each other's company and things like that.
To the point you just made about the duration of the league, are you relishing an opportunity to be indoors a little bit more frequently because of A, your defensive reputation, and B, it may call for that this season?
I just like to be on the floor, man. So whatever it takes for me to be on the court, if I have to play 4, 5, 1, 2, it doesn't even matter to me. Whatever I can do to help my team win, that's what I would try to do, and I'll try to do it to my best ability.
Trevor, you said that getting over the loss to Golden State was hard. How long did it take you to kind of process that? How close do you guys feel like you were to advancing out of there and reaching?
Well, in terms of last season, I felt that a couple of plays here and there throughout that series, the series is different. We give ourselves a better chance to advance. But again, you can't really cry over spilled milk. Can't take anything away from that team. That team was great all year long. They stayed healthy. They played together. They made each other better. And that's something that we have to take away from what they did and try to implement it to what we're trying to do here.
Trevor, you mentioned you know, the health of that Golden State team. That's one of the issues of the Rockets from last year. Although for you, you played all 82. Is there any secret to your ability to stay healthy?
Just knocking on wood, man. That's pretty much it. You can't control health. I mean, the best, you know, prevention is to probably prepare, I guess you could say. So I spent a lot of time in the weight room, a lot of time in the training room, trying to, you know, keep myself healthy, keep my body right to play 82 games. Again, I don't think there's any secret to that. Just, you know, I guess I just got lucky last season.
Was there any frustration, though, that you never got to see what the entire Rockets team healthy for an extended period of time last year, even though you had all that success?
Again, I don't think there was any frustration. you know, you always wonder, but again, you can't like tell yourself or tell your teammates not to get hurt, because everybody's out there playing to win a game. So sometimes that's what it takes. You know, knowing playing this game, you know you're going to get hurt. You know, that's just how it is. So you just got to give it your all and hope for the best.
What's your level of excitement of seeing what kind of influence Ty can have? He's an established player in this league. We know what he can do, and given the success you guys had last year, it's going to be an interesting there.
Yeah, I think that I think he's going to bring a total different dimension to our team, something that we did not have last season. I'm excited. I know everybody here is excited to see what the team is going to do, especially the guys in the locker room. You know, we're all rallying around each other, even though it hasn't started yet. You know, we're just all ready to get it started and try to grow.
Trevor, what do you like best about playing under Coach McHale?
Playing under Coach McHale, I think the best thing about him is that he gives you freedom to be a player. You know, he has his structure, he has his things that he wants. But for the most part, he just wants you to go out there and play. You know, play your hardest to help your team win. And when you have a coach that's been a player, that's pretty much all you can ask for in a coach.
You seem very excited. Are you like ready to get going more so than usual?
Can't wait to get started. You know, again, like I said, our team has like, you know, this new life in them because of where we came from last year, and to put it, hopefully we can put it all together this year. You know, this is our first year, I think, all together for a training camp. You know, last year we had trades or whatever. And, but as far as core group of guys that you guys would call it or whatever, that we're all together and we all understand each other and understand, you know, what makes us go. And when you have that, it's easier for new guys or new pieces to come in and find their way out pretty easy.
You talked about that at the exit interviews, how important it was to you to keep this group together because of what you guys accomplished as the off season went on, and you weren't hearing a ton going on with the Rockets. Were you just happy that things were going to sort of stay the way they were?
Yeah, because to me, and again, I'm not a general manager, I don't put teams together or anything, but the best way to get better is to be consistent. You know, when you have consistency in anything you do, you understand it better and you do things better. So with consistency, thank you,
Yeah.
Consistency, you can be better.
Do you recall what your feelings were like last year, sitting here, having just rejoined the team and not playing with Dwight and James here versus what they are today?
Again, last year was an unknown for me. I haven't played with Dwight or been on the same team with Dwight in a long time. I've never got the opportunity to play with James, although I've seen him grow as a player from high school all the way up to the president or the player that he is now. I never got those opportunities, so for me it was an unknown. And now knowing what to expect and how to motivate guys and how they understand how to motivate me, I think it's a more comfortable place to be in, and I'm very excited about this opportunity.
Any more questions? Thank you.
Thanks,
Cool.
Trevor.
Thanks, y'all. Have a good day.
Thanks.